What's going on, everybody? My name's Jay and welcome back to the GamerThings channel, and today we're going to be checking out one of my worlds from when I was 13 years old. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. But of course, this ain't the world, so let's just switch over real quick. Whoa, alright, and here we are. Now, yes, this is a super flat world, and I can promise you, just over in that direction somewhere is all my buildings, but I come over here to show you guys this village because this is what villages used to look like before the village update came out. Now look, as you can see, there is a lot of differences. Like, look at these buildings and look at the insides. There's barely anything inside of them. They got these weird little slab things here, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure you can't even get this anymore in the game. I'm pretty sure this is a rare block now in this version of Minecraft, and I don't know how to prove. We're in the Tiny Takeover update, so let me get a golden dandelion. Where are those? There they are. Yeah, we're in the Tiny Takeover update. As you can see, we got golden dandelions and old villages. Something you never thought you might see together ever again. But yet, here it is. And of course, if you're a true OG, you know. This is the house you came and claimed. This is a V house. You popped your bed right here. You set up 2 chests here, and then you put a crafting table there, another 2 chests here, and a furnace there. I already know you did it, alright? You don't need to tell me. If you're an OG, you know exactly what this house was for. This was your house. Also notice how the villagers didn't have any beds. That's because they weren't able to sleep back then. In fact, I think the church might just be the only thing that hasn't changed. Anyways, making my way over to my buildings. Okay. Alright, as you can see, we have built and some things are coming into place. Now, I don't remember building too much on this world, but I do remember being proud of it. And yeah, you're beginning to see why. There's quite a bit of pixel art on here. But first, let's start with the weird buildings that are around, shall we? So, there's this one. Absolute architectural genius. With the car in there. I made a pretty cool car, to be fair. That's a pretty cool car. And the garage with all the tools, all in different directions. Look at that. Oh, and we got a dining table. Oh, and damn, look at the TV. Hell yeah. Epic. Here's the front door, and there's the kitchen. Not much going on in the kitchen. Oh, and here's the stairs going up. Looks like it's mostly empty and got blown to pieces somehow. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, what an interesting build. And then going all the way up to the light tower, right at the top, filled with glowstone. Amazing. There you go. Now we have some sunshine beaming down on us. Oh look, and an old blacksmith's. Been a while since we've seen one of these. Got the 2 furnaces, the lava. Whoa. And in here would be a chest, but unfortunately it looks like younger me claimed it. Now let's take a look at this house. I don't know if I made this house just by myself or if I used a YouTube tutorial, but it's pretty nice looking, if I do say so myself. Some beds down here, some mob heads. I think I might have built this one myself, maybe. I'm not too sure. If there's a tutorial out there for it, then thank you for showing me Thank you for showing younger me how to build. Alright, now we have this white building with a bell. Alright, so village update come out by this point, because bell. Got a nice painting here, same as my TV screen. And alright, well that's a bin, I guess. And some beds and some furnaces and a chest. Epic. And then over here we have my very first Japanese build. This was inspired probably by the PewDiePie Minecraft series. And it looks absolutely horrendous. But hey, I guess I foreshadowed the warden coming. Get it? Because shadow. And I built this way before. Yeah, you get it. And what's on the inside, you might ask? Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Epic, I know, right? And then I do believe finally last but certainly not least here, we have this building. I don't know what this is. A cactus covered in paintings and a trapdoor. Guess that's epic. And some of these things. Epic. Anyways, the house. Got some nice concrete. And some bushes. And a bright green floor for some reason. And this stuff in here, and a load of crafting tables and furnaces, because why not? Absolutely nothing in those chests. Oh, a TV with the same painting on it again. And then up here is a whole lot of nothing. We got nearly a bunk bed. You can come up here and flick these lights on. Isn't that epic? And finally, last but certainly not least, we got this absolute white abomination of a building. Obviously meant to be some kind of modern mansion. You know what, it actually don't look too bad. Someone done a really good job on that. Someone was me, but yeah, we got an umbrella here. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You don't see that too often. Yeah, you can see there's nothing on the inside. Alright, starting off over... Why is there a turtle? Anyways, starting off over here, we have a nice BB-8 pixel art. That's what this is called. Yeah, this is epic, and this is made with concrete. So, this was, may I say, recently. It's still a very long time ago now. And right next to the BB-8, we have R2-D2. Done a pretty epic job there myself. And once again, concrete. And then over here, we have the smiley emoji made out of wool. So this probably come before the concrete update. And then we also have the Mario plant thing. Once again made out of wool. Then over here we have the Snapchat logo, because everyone needs a Snapchat logo when you're 13 and playing Minecraft. And then just behind the Mario plant thing, we have Mario himself. He's a big man. He's made out of wood, wool, and wood. And just behind him is an Angry Bird, made out of wool. And then over here we have the Joker in his 8-bit form. And if you go between his legs, you have Deadpool. And then we have a yellow Angry Bird, epic, and a Mario mushroom, also epic, right next to a golden apple, which is made out of gold, which is also epic. And then we have ourselves a Charmander here, and then we have a Charmeleon here, and then we have, that's either a Charizard or a Dragonite. It's one of the two. So yeah, we got all three of them. Then we got Mewtwo right here, who is just chilling. And we have a Minecraft heart, because everyone loves a Minecraft heart. And of course, a Pokeball right next to a bigger Pokeball, because Pokeballs are epic. And then we have a mouse clicker, just because why not? And the Alice in Wonderland Drink Me, we're looking at the wrong way. There we go. Yeah, the Alice in Wonderland Drink Me potion thing that is in the movie. Yay. Then just coming up over here, we have this weird little heart thing. I do believe it's from Banjo and Kazooie. I'm not 100% sure though. I just made it because it's cool. And then we have an Overwatch logo, because once upon a time I did actually play Overwatch, but meh, kind of got bored of it. And then we also have a rainbow Magtic, because why not? And whilst we're over here, we also have Dory, because who doesn't love a good Dory, especially with memory like mine. And then over here, we have a blue bomb. I can't remember what this is from, but it's from something, and I'm sure someone will know. And then we have a unfinished Rick. As you can see, I got about halfway through and I was just like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna discover some turtles instead. Gonna see what these are all about. And then of course right behind the Rick I have this cute graffiti thing. Yeah. Then we have a Batman logo and a Superman logo right next to each other because apparently they had to pretty much be kissing. And then moving all the way to the back here, we have Stewie. Now this is the biggest one out of all of them, and yeah, it's Stewie from Family Guy, and he is made out of concrete, so he's a pretty recent one in comparison to some of these. And of course right next to Stewie we have a Flappy Bird, as well as a Creeper. And then we have the little android robot guy, because, you know, he's cool. Right next to that, whatever that is. I'm not even sure if I made that. And then of course we have a Nyan Cat over here, because Nyan Cat's just epic. And then we have a little red bow tie, because who doesn't love a little red bow tie? And then we have a burger, because burgers are cool. And then we have a little heart, because apparently I forgot I made one over there. Or maybe I made this one first and forgot I made this. And right next to the heart, we have a little watermelon, which is just a little watermelon, really. Which then has a yin and yang logo right behind it, well, to the side a little. And then an Adidas logo, because who doesn't need some Adidas in their world? Then we have the Rainbow Mario star over here, that's pretty epic. And then we have the ice cream cone from the ice cream cone. Then we have a water droplet, because that's pretty cool. And then we got the big bad Slenderman. He's one of the other big ones that are around and is currently missing a block in his face. But he's fine. Then down here we have a rainbow skull, because why not? And we have some cherries, because cherries are cool. And then of course we have a peanut butter jelly time Brian, because who doesn't love that? I mean, probably one of the best episodes of Family Guy, am I right? Alright, now last and certainly not least, at the peak of my 13-year-old mind and creation, I give you XXX Tentacion. I mean, to be fair, I didn't do a bad job. Oh, and over here is just some tower pillar I was gonna make a lava structure from, but I didn't know how to do it, so... Anyways, that was my world that I made when I was 13 years old. I have got other worlds out there if you guys want to see it, so be sure to drop a thumbs up if you do want to see it, because I don't know about it, alright? And I mainly made this video just so this world will now forever be memorialized here on YouTube, just so, I don't know, for whatever reason I lose it. Here it is. This is what Minecraft looked like when I was 13 years old, making some pixel art. The villages, that's really cool. There's the old villages down there. I really hope I don't lose this world, but just in case I do, it's now forever here on YouTube for you guys to see, and for me to go back and enjoy if I ever feel a need to. Anyways, that's all from me, so if you guys enjoyed, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video. So, bye for now.